the back. How you doing? Could you press the arrow button now? The arrow button. Stu will start. Yeah, cool. I'm not going to be talking about this, which is very zen and kind of be the change you want to be in the world and all that stuff. This is more a reflection, in a sense, of what I've kind of lived through and kind of decided about change. And how I've kind of embraced change, this beautiful world, rather than something that's evil and will do you harm. Okay? For me, change is a lot of things. It's probably with everybody here. Change is all this stuff. Change really drives me. It's scary, but I think that's a cool thing. Change is really weird. I kind of place myself in professionally and kind of personally. I think that's a bit zen again. But I really believe change, you can't change, otherwise you die, evolve, or die, whatever. This is me. I'm 8. I'm in a Liverpool strip, and I want to be a footballer. The fact that I never played football, or even liked football, didn't really matter. And I had to change my idea about dreaming and actual reality right there. I really did. I can totally remember it. When I kind of grew up a bit, I kind of grew long hair and got into rock. And this was another change kind of cycle in a sense. I thought rock was amazing, and I really didn't understand why people didn't get it. I didn't get into it. Okay? And again, kind of had to change kind of the ideas in my head. Came to the 2000 odd. I got into lomography, which is taking photos with a Russian camera, very weird. Got into blogging and sharing, and suddenly I found a virtual connection to the world. And that really opened my eyes to that my community is not just where I live. Really changed my perception about that. And this kind of brought me into what I do now, which is social media and stuff. And this is brilliant illustration. This is Mosaic, first graphical user interface, browser. And this is the web with remembering bombings. This is Wikipedia. How quickly and how alive the web becomes very quickly, and how it gets changed by people. And people is the crux here. People really drive the change on the web, no one else. This is a further illustration. This is Flickr in 24 hours being uploaded to, and you can see the world, it changing, and how many times it gets uploaded. And it really changes your perception of where we are in the world and what we actually do when we share and live stream and stuff like that. Really awesome, I think. Again, this year was the inauguration of Barack Obama. I watched it on CNN, don't know if you guys did. But I shared the experience with my Facebook friends. Again, the idea about sharing experiences outside being in the same room with them. Very weird, very cool. And also, we have the means and mechanisms now. We're first global generation, have a global voice instantly. What are you going to do with it? You know, that's the kind of stuff you've got to challenge yourself with. Really change your ideas about it. These will share. They'll just share what they're doing there, because they have the means and mechanisms. My cousin was 20, early 20s, announced she was pregnant on Facebook this year. You know, she's pregnant, don't tell your man DK me, I'm telling her Sunday. She's hyper-connected. We changed the way we communicate. No, that we can hit everybody like that. Isn't that cool? It's different. And also so different, God bless YouTube, that you can kind of take a video on your camera and show your dodgy uncle dancing at the disco, and how bad he is. You know what I mean? And have some fun with it. But you can find this stuff on the web. It's not just for cats running into trees and babies falling off pianos. What's also changed, I still work with young people. It's kind of my background. When I do it, this is kind of one of my mantras when I've got lots. And what's really weird is this comes from like a brand. I don't know if you ever knew. Possibly nothing. And again, it's kind of not the brands are changing what they actually sell us. They're not selling the brand, they're selling us different things. And really what I want to flirt with now is this. Because I spend my life creating change. And this is like the change-ometer. The obvious one for indicating the change, to create that change, is fear, guilt, the gun to someone's head. You're going to get fat, don't eat that. You know what I mean? That guilty fear thing's always going to change people's habits. And the second one is remuneration. You pay someone, they're going to do something different. Or actually by association, you know, they're going to do or try something different, peer pressure and all that, remuneration of status or whatever that is. But the third one's where I kind of jump around in and play with, very juicy. But it's the hardest and most sustainable thing to do, to drive that change. It's if you inspire someone. Seriously, if you inspire people, then the change happens quicker than any other thing, and it's more lasting as well. It's harder to do because of that. You know, but really, inspiration is where kind of I fly around with, and I come up with this. You know, everything I try to do, I've got to make people think or smile. And I love that kind of, so simple, you know what I mean? When I write a blog post, is people making this people think or smile, or am I just patting myself on the back, right? Think or smile. It's the only advice I'm giving you. You can influence change by the way you stand. This is, what's the guy in the bowler hat? This is someone in a lift, and all the other people are kind of extras. And they change position, and the guy in the bowler hat doesn't know what's going on. But the virtue everybody else changes direction, he changes direction. This is a Candid camera back in the 50s, 60s, mad, check it out. Got another little mantra I'd like to share. Is one is, to look forward, you've got to go sideways. No, to go forward, you've got to look sideways. Got that one. I get inspiration from like people who make desks like this. Desk, you know what I mean? That excites me. Always look outside the industry, because that really drives the change. Seriously, there's no models of innovation within what you're doing. There's got far more outside, I would say. Look at what plumbers are doing. Look at what designers are doing with desks or bikes. That's gorgeous. It's called concept bike magic. And I started with a quote. I'll end with a quote. This one kind of is a nicer one. If you're driving change in any organizations or people or clients, seriously, this is one I always throw at them. And you get a lot of nodding heads, thank you for nodding. But seriously, this is something that, maybe you can take away and apply in your own life. Seriously. Thank you very much, guys.